is a water planet. We live in a world of water. Without water, life cannot thrive. The world's most popular civilizations have originated near water bodies. We call them as river valley civilizations. Water occurs on the Earth's surface as standing water in oceans and lakes, as running water in rivers and streams, as rain and as water vapor in the atmosphere. The Earth has tremendous amount of water, but almost all of it is in the oceans. Only about 3% of the world's water is occurring as fresh water on land. The distribution of fresh water over land is not uniform. Water has unique properties and composition. The chemistry of water determines its suitability for drinking, domestic, industrial, or agricultural purposes. The scientific study of water is known as hydrology. It is one of the earth sciences. It deals with the study of water and its distribution, movement and properties, use and conservation. The science of hydrology also encompasses the study of water and its environmental relationships. Because of its scope, hydrology is closely related to such fields as geology, climatology, meteorology, and oceanography. The scientific concepts of hydrology were evolved during the last 5 centuries. The water existing on the earth is subjected to tremendous pressure due to its overuse, degradation, and man-made activities. Owing to the increasing pressure of mankind on the environment and thus on the water resources, hydrology has become the fundamental science for all water-related subjects. By embracing environmental aspects of water resources development, hydrology has taken new dimensions. It has also become an important component in land use planning, meteorology, geography, agronomy, forestry, geology, and biology. The ecosystems which depend on the water masses are called as aquatic ecosystems. They may be freshwater based like rivers, standing lakes and ponds, and marine ecosystems like seas and oceans and near-shore estuaries. It has been observed over the years that the quality of water continues to decline in aquatic ecosystems across the world. The major reasons of degradation are pollution by various agents, increase in the load of excess nutrients, mineral and organic matter, and dumping of waste in water bodies. Ecohydrology is the scientific study of aquatic ecosystems for the sustainable and safe use of water. It deals with the catchment scale, water dynamics, and also the biota dynamics. Ecohydrology bridges the fields of hydrology and ecology and proposes new unifying principles derived from the concept of natural selection. The patterns of water dynamics are controlled by the climate, geomorphology, plant cover over biota dynamics, and man-made modifications. All water masses on land have a catchment zone. The human activities on this zone will have a severe impact on the dynamics of water and the life thriving on it. To guarantee the sustainability of freshwater resource use, it is necessary to reduce or eliminate pollution in order to manage excess nutrients, pollutants, mineral and organic matter dynamics in the landscape. This is possible only by reducing the human impacts and also by regulating the aquatic and terrestrial biota in the catchment. One of the most efficient ways to control biota dynamics is through the regulation of hydrological processes. These processes will not only facilitate a form of self-purification but also in reducing the cost of water quality maintenance. For example, by increasing the water retention through reforestation and restoration of land and water ecotones, it is possible to maintain the quality and quantity of water for our use. The following are the best possible methods for regulating the hydrological processes: enhancing in-stream retention of water sediments and nutrients through river renaturization and wetland restoration, amplifying the biogeochemical cycles such as denitrification through wetland inundation. The river systems are recognized as superorganisms controlled by many hydrological processes which are modified by biotic responses and processes. Integrating our understanding of biotic controls on hydrological processes and investigating their potential to influence water dynamics and quality at the catchment scale is the main theme of ecohydrology. The subject of ecohydrology involves the analysis of historical dynamics of rivers, assessment of water quality, life cycle of aquatic organisms, long-term monitoring of pollutants accumulated in sediments, hydrodynamics and organic matter retentiveness, denitrification in marginal habitats, nutrient controls, empirical evaluation of floodplain and river diversity, effects of flows and deforestation on biota including fish, algal blooms toxicity and eutrophication, and modeling of ecosystems. Several water quality indices like chlorophyll content, primary productivity, cyanobacteria, zooplankton, and fecal coliform are to be monitored regularly in addition to the flow-related statistics. The sediment and nutrient load carried by water into the surface water bodies will certainly influence to change the environmental setup. This study requires a sound background in water, soil, plants, atmosphere relationships. Floods are natural processes of ecosystem restoration in rivers. The areas of frequent channel change, like tributaries and junctions, support higher biodiversity. Lake is a vital component for water supply, but it is more susceptible to environmental stress. The quantification of biological and biogeochemical processes in the catchment and stream channel in relation to the environmental indices will provide the tools for restoring and regulating the stress. The thrust areas of ecohydrology includes lake and its catchment, historical channel change and landscape patterns in restoration of large rivers, interaction between flow and biomass in vegetated channels, analysis of wetting and drying cycles in relation to biodiversity, land use and its impacts on water quantity and quality, hydrochemistry of effluents, floodplain structure and its functions, algal toxins and water quality, limiting factors of river ecosystems, catchment hydrology and hydrodynamic processes, habitat scale ecohydraulics, management of water resources including conservation. Ecohydrology is a modern branch of earth and environmental sciences combining the aspects of environmental biology and hydrology. It advocates the need of protecting the catchment zones of water masses, analyzing the dynamics of all matrices, and monitoring the environmental indicators of water bodies. Most of our surface water bodies are the shelter belts for human beings, flora and fauna. Their life cycle depends on the cleanliness of water in the environment. Let us protect the catchment zones in order to sustain and support all our generations.